And now for this next fight, making his way to the cage, give it up for Adam Holzgrove.
Adam Holzgrove enters the cage here. Here again with Lindsey Williams. Adam is a very good kid, very tough kid from Detroit Lakes. He's 1-1. He lost in the last RFA show. He got caught in a bad spot by Carter Holthusen and got put away. I love his style. This kid's all smiles. He loves the sport. I mean, look at him now even. You're not going to see a kid with more energy and more of a smile. He's one of my favorite amateur fighters to deal with. But Anthony Rose, now you're talking about one of the elite boxing prospects making a shot in MMA. I don't know if I've heard he wants to do multiple sports. Lindsey, that's very tough to, you do have to usually pick one serious and have a secondary one that you can't take as serious, so to say.
You're right, Jeremy. I know Anthony to be an amazing boxer. I've sparred with him a couple times, and he's been great. Unfortunately, since my injury, I haven't had the chance to grapple with him, so I don't know how he's advanced as far as that goes. But I know that when he takes something on, he's very, very serious about it. He's had a good few people in his corner, and so he's been working hard. I mean, he's had I know he's had Andre the Divativa helping him out, and he's had everyone else at the academy just kind of helping him as far as mixing it up, like working in the ground game with his great stand-up that he has. So I'm really eager to see how it turns out for him tonight.
He's tall and lanky, so I mean the disadvantage is obviously if you can get in on those legs, you should be able to get him down, but it should be hard to get on those legs with good boxing. If I was him, I'd keep a nice low base. I'm guessing that, I've heard he's got decent kicks, but I would let the hands go. I would back up. I'd get a low spot, keep my butt high in the air and backed up, and throw nice short combinations at people coming in.
Oh, I agree with you. I mean, his stand-up is where his bread and butter is. I mean, if he can keep it there, I think he'll do very, very well. If he can stuff the takedowns, I really hope he's been working his takedown defense. I never watched Mr. Holzgrove myself, so I really hope that Anthony can really just keep it on the feet and just
He's a very, very tall, lanky dude.
Oh, yes.
But Holzgrove should be able to get him down. He's got a quick shot, good wrestler, not a great one, but a good one. And I do think he'll get some takedowns. It'll be interesting to see what kind of damage Rose can do on the way in. Holzgrove, he fought his last fight for us at 145. He said he felt weak and wanted to go to 55, but tonight you're facing a very big 55er. You're gonna find out if you're a 45 or a 55er, probably right here.
Oh yeah.
There usually is only one way to find out.
In the red corner, 76 feet tall, representing the academy and fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, making his debut tonight, Anthony Rose.
I'm sure Adams knows the plan here. It has to be this immediate takedown. Although, you know, I've heard Rose is a good boxer, but I haven't heard that he has a lot of power. And that jab shows me that he's not throwing that with any power.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's working on finding his range.
He's got a lot of range.
Yeah.
One of the longer 55ers I've seen. Him and Dalton would be a good fight. Two really long guys.
Leave it to you, Jeremy, to start matchmaking in the middle of a fight.
Swung good to that right hand, but I think that Holzgrove is going to want to shoot for the takedown. He is looking a little, there it is.
There's that takedown, yep.
Nice by Rose to stay active.
Really busy on the bottom, and that's what I like to see. You don't see enough of that in these amateur guys.
Yeah, if someone gets you down, you know, get those knees on the ground and push back up, and he's doing that, right? He already did it.
100%, yep.
He's making, he's really making Holzgrove work for this takedown.
Yep, Anthony's back up. He's working that position. There you go. You know, for a guy who's never grappled before, Anthony's doing a really good job of staying on his position, staying on his feet.
I'm thinking that Adam would rather be here than on the feet.
I agree with you, frankly.
He's doing solid work here.
But he's not quite going for it.
And he's, you know, I think if I was him too, I definitely would want to drag Rose into the deeper rounds. I wouldn't want to get clipped early in the fight. That's usually when you can. But so far, what I've seen in Bros is good boxing, but I haven't seen a power boxing, Lindsay. I've seen a lot of, you know, he throws his jab, he just extends it. He's hitting him near good, but Holzgrove's got zero wrist control here.
Yeah.
I think Holzgrove's hurt and he's tired.
You know, I'm feeling like Rose is going to have the endurance factor going on, judging by Holzgrove right now.
60, 70 fights or whatever you had in boxing. That's huge.
Oh, yes.
MMA is different in boxing, but they have the same focus, same mentality in there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Nice left hook. Holzgrove's decided to get wild and shoot for takedowns.
Rose is doing a great job just staying on his feet and staying where he needs to stay to not get taken down, which is
for sure
really special.
And honestly, his range is such a weapon here.
Oh.
You know, I think Holzgrove might be injured, Lindsay. He had a weird look towards his corner. He's definitely hurt, too.
It's either, yeah, it's a combination of injury
and
he's playing to power, not for endurance. Yeah. He thought he was going to, you know, take him down and take him out. However,
I think another issue he had was I don't think he realized not only the distance he'd have to get, you know, to get close, but also the fact that Rose knows how to work that distance professionally. A tall person is a tough ball game. We have a tall person that knows how to use it, has 60, 70 boxing matches to use it. Rose hasn't really opened up the kicks yet, but, you know, I didn't expect him to. I felt like if I was cornering him, I'd be like, let's let those hands go. No need to throw kicks because they'll probably lead to takedowns.
Well, yeah, Holzgrove is nice and stocky. I mean, Rose has the length to strike him, and he's been using it effectively.
You know, I think they might stop this fight, Lindsay. I'm not sure what's going on here. Holzgrove's bleeding a little bit out of his mouth, it looks like, but I think he probably needs to go to 145. You know, Rose is a lot bigger and definitely a lot more stand-up refined. You know, Adams looked very raw on the feet.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm sure it didn't help that he knows he has to. I mean, I don't think he planned on necessarily throwing hard. I think he got in there and it's like, that's the only chance he's got.
Sure.
And now he's just going to resort to kind of chasing around the cage and trying to take down Anthony with a wild takedown. I don't think it's going to happen. But Adam has a lot of heart. Expect him to come back here and put up a fight. Yep. But I think he's... Rose is starting to find his range.
He's using that length, that's for sure. Oh, my God. He found that timing and placement beautifully. Rose just...
I was getting a little worried that was going to happen. I almost thought maybe Holzgrove shouldn't have came out for the round 2. I looked at his corner, as I said, I was like, something's going on over there. I think Holzgrove only came out with that round because, you know, heart and intensity, but he wasn't ready and he probably shouldn't have. I just hope he's not hurt.
I would agree. I mean, he was looking really tired at the end of round 1.
He was outmanned. You know, Rose is bigger, more experienced, and You know, he finished it with a probably knockout of the night.
Well, and here's the thing. Rose finished it with what he's great at, which is boxing. He came in with that perfect uppercut and just knocked Holzgrove out. And it was just time and place, and it just worked very, very well.
Well, and just as I had said that, he hadn't shown the power. He unleashed it. You know, he saved it. It's very, 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 very impressive.
Very impressive.
Just hope Adam's all right. He's a great kid.
Well, congratulations to Anthony Rose. I just really hope Holzgrove is doing all right. And taking a look at him now.
I think Adam's all right. We got two of the best doctors in the state working on him. Here we go. But I think what happened there, Lindsay, was I don't think that Adam should have came up for round 2. You know, I looked at him in the corner. It didn't seem like he was ready to go physically. His corner probably should have made the choice there to, you know, you always want to show your bravery, but at the same time, you know, this is amateur MMA. You know, you don't want to get crushed like that.
And you know, that's the tough thing about this sport is you always feel like you have so much to prove, and yet at the same time, you don't 100% know when you can call it quits or when you need to keep going. It's really hard to determine. You don't know your opponent, and when you don't know your opponent, you don't know what you're up against.
Well, and no one wanted to fight Anthony Rose.
Really?
No one was looking to get that first opportunity, how good he was at MMA. Knowing he's a great boxer and academy guy. So props to Adam for taking that fight.
Hey,
we'll definitely have him back.
Many props.
After 14 seconds in the second round.